Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Estee Lauder, also known as 雅诗兰黛, the stock has been smoked recently, down nearly 50% over the past year, which makes a lot of people, a lot of viewers, you guys, for crying out loud, requesting a video about it. And you know, I'm not that good at rejecting you guys, so here you go. Your Estee Lauder analysis. So in this video, we're going to go through the fundamental, the technical stuff a little bit, and you know, the news, the evaluation, pretty much everything you need to know about the stock. So if you're interested in what I just mentioned, watch this video until the very end, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get some value from it. That being said, some of you guys might be wondering, why the fuck are you speaking in English, Nick? Are you out of your damn mind? Just speak Chinese. You know what? You guys also requested it. You know, you can look into the comment section. Someone really did request a video in full English. And I, decided to try it out and accept the challenge. So here we go. This video, whether you like it or not, is gonna be in full English. So if you like it, let me know in the comment section. If you hate it and want to destroy me, please destroy me in the comment section and let me know this is kind of a bad idea, all right? Without further ado, I guess it's time to dive right into the video. Let's go. Alright, so for those who have no idea who Estee Lauder is, they're basically the leading player in the cosmetic world, the cosmetic industry. And their products, they pretty much look like this. Yeah, I got something from my mom's room, and these are just stuff that makes you look better. Everything is about beauty. If you visit their website, about page, chapter 1, born for beauty. If you ask my age, I tell you it simply does not matter. What the hell is this quote? I mean, what a quote. Simply tells you, if you use our products, you are going to be able to turn back the clock and look younger than your younger sister. Sounds a little bit creepy, but that's basically what it means, right? So their featured products will be like skincare, fragrances, I don't know, perfume or something like that. That's enough. Let's take a look at the charts. And to be honest, the charts is not as pretty as their products. As I mentioned, down nearly 50% over the past year. So yeah, we just recently had a big gap down, and recently they just, reported their fiscal 2023 annual reports. And again, it's quite disappointing, and we're gonna get into that later. But in terms of the charts, the stock price is going nowhere but south recently. The current price, as you can see, is at 150, and the pandemic low 3 years ago is at 137. Quite frankly, it's not that far away from the current price. So chances are the price is going to revisit the pandemic low. That's not a guarantee, but that's what the price action shows us. And you might be wondering why. Why is the stock got punished so severely by the market recently? Well, we might take a look at the latest report to see what we got here, right? And as you can see, they just reported a terrible, terrible performance in the fiscal year 2023. Net sales are down 10% year over year, gross profit down 16%, operating income down 52%, net earnings and EPS both down over 50%. And why is that? In fact, this is the worst year for Estee Lauder in terms of their sales number in the past decade. Not the past year, the past decade, the past 10 years. Why is that? Well, they're blaming all these on China, and more specifically, the travel retail. What the hell is travel retail? They kept mentioning this term in their annual reports. What is it? Well, companies like Estee Lauder, they sell a lot of luxury stuff, right? So they tend to have a lot of stores in the airports. And when people travel, they need to go to the airport. And when they go to the airport, they buy a lot of things in the airport. Why? Because they're tax-free. You don't have to pay tax. And that allows them to buy those products for lower prices. And when they go back to their country, they can sell them for higher prices and make profit on it. That's basically how it works. And recently China, they are struggling with their economy, and people are not traveling as much as in the past. And that pretty much just tells the story, because Typically, 30% of their revenue is coming from China. And when the sales in China perform like this, the quarter report and the annual report is not going to look good. And bad news, that is not it. That is not the only reason why Estee Lauder stock is where it is right now. In this report, they also gave a really poor guidance for the fiscal year 2024, significantly lower than what's estimated in Wall Street. So the guidance is bad, the sales number is terrible, like everything looks ugly right now. That being said, I guess it's time for us to take a look at the overall financial health of the company. Because Estee Lauder, they tend to perform like this when things go wrong, but they always found their way to get back from it. The truth is, no matter how bad it looks right now, they are still the leading player in the industry. So what's their financial health? Well, as you can see, the PE ratio is off because their EPS is just so bad right now, right? So it's an X. The sales growth is there, but the operating income and net income, they're not following up. The current ratio is okay, yeah, and the long-term debt is a little bit too much for their current net income. And this is not a company who tend to have higher free cash flow than their net income. So as you can see, their cash flow isn't performing well either. But is it all that bad for Estee Lauder stock right now? Not really. Although they're giving really sad guidance for 2024, both earnings and sales, they did mention the numbers in fiscal year 2024 will be gradually better, sequentially better, okay? Meaning quarter over quarter, the EPS and the revenue, they are expected to be better and better. So yeah, I guess it's time for us to do evaluation on the stock. What is the right price to enter the stock if you want to hold it long term? Okay, so let's do a DCF first. So right here, I have a 20% growth rate for the next 5 years, and for the next 6 to 10 years, I have a 20% growth rate as well. Why? Because, yeah, 2023 just a disaster for them. So they're expected to perform better throughout the next 5 years. Okay, so you can also take a look at stock analysis and forecast, and if you scroll down, you can see all these analysts, they are projecting better performance throughout the next pretty much decade. Yeah, so 20% seems reasonable for their free cash flow right now. It's just so low. And if I give it a 10% discount rate, the fair value of the stock will be 126.5, and the current price is at 150, right? So it seems a little bit overpriced based on these assumptions. However, if you say, hey, you know, Estee Lauder is a consumer retail, you know, company, and I don't really need 10% discount rate, let's just use 9%, which means I only need 9% annual returns. If that's the case, the fair value of the stock will be over the current price, which make this company's stock undervalued. So it all depends on your assumptions. And if you use another way to value the stock, EV to EBITDA, as you can see, if I give it a 20 times market multiple, the fair value will be 132.5. So yeah, I don't think the stock is as appealing as some value investor mentioned, because the PE, the price of sales, and the enterprise value to EBITDA, these numbers are still a little bit high compared to its historical data. Not to mention, I pretty much know nothing about this. So yeah, I probably will pass this one right now. Alright, let's do a quick summary for Estee Lauder. First of all, do I think it's gonna go bankrupt or go out of business? No, I don't. Although you might see a lot of X's on the charts I just showed you, their financial health is still okay, especially their balance sheet. Their balance sheet still looks okay, so I don't think they're gonna go bankrupt. And their valuation, it seems it is slightly overpriced to me, but you can argue it's at a fair price. However, the biggest red flag about this company for me is their earnings are just so unpredictable. If you take a look at their historical data, especially on their EPS, you can see they will have a year they grow their EPS for 50%, and the next year they're down 30%, and the next year they're up another 20%, and the next year they're down another 50%, and I don't quite like that. I'm actually quite okay for the revenue to, not grow that fast, but I'm not that okay for your EPS to go south and north, back and forth, and that type of roller coaster performance. I don't really enjoy that. So that's the biggest red flag for me. But maybe if you're looking for a company who's battle tested, been there a long time, and nice brand, well, market recognition, then maybe they could be an option. Because I do think their performance next year will be better, because there's no reason to be worse than this year. But that's just pure guessing. And as an investor, I don't really like to guess. I like to see the number, and I would like to see they really turn the table around to decide to go in or not. But I just mentioned a red flag to you, right? And I don't know anything about the cosmetic world. So yeah, let me know in the comment sections, what do you think about the stock, and what do you think about their products? Yeah, do they really make you look better, makes you look younger than your daughters? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. Alright, so I guess that's all for this video. If you haven't got a free copy of the mini book, links below. If you haven't, check out my course website using this discount code only for the YouTube community. Also, links below. I'm sure you're gonna like it, so check that out. And I'm not sure if you're gonna like this English version, because this is the first time I've done it. And yeah, it's not really a good idea so far. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back to the Chinese version for the next video. That being said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. Alright, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.